What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? As a people, we just be giving up all our stuff. We just hand it over. So, doing some research, listening to stuff, finding out more about things we already know. So we already knew that, I guess, the Harris campaign spent, like, at first it was like they said one billion. They spent, or they had 1 billion, and was in debt like 20 million after the election. But then now they're talking about it's possibly like $1.5 billion they had. And I'm not here to talk about specifically the Harris campaign or the election. What I'm here to talk about is, again, the idea behind this fact. The fact that the Harris campaign had $1 billion to $1.5 billion, meaning that a lot of people in our community helped raise that money. Be it through asking for donation from others, or be it through donating themselves. And the ones that donated themselves, you can see now that they're perturbed. A lot of them are mad about the fact that they gave up this money, and probably gave up more money than they ever have to any, like, a candidate election or anything like that, because they really wanted Kamala to win, albeit for the wrong reasons, but they wanted her to win. And so they are the ones that are going to be upset. Like, even the shills, the ones that they send out there to lecture us and talk down on us and get us to vote the same way we've been voting all these years. Those are going to be the more upset ones, and they're going to disguise it to make it look like they're mad for us, or they're mad because now they're finally seeing that the Democrat Party is horrible. But really, they mad because they didn't get no money, right? Come to find out, as you learn where this money was being spent to leave the campaign like negative 20 mil in debt type shit, you find out that a lot of that money was spent to advertisements, TV advertisement, commercial advertisement, even the celebrity advertisement that they did with having the Cardi B's and the Glorrillas and all the Quavos and the artists that they thought would bring all black people to the yard. It brought, and I don't even think it was the celebrities that brought the black people that it brought. Them people that voted was gonna vote simply because they thought Kamala was black, or they knew she wasn't black, and they was gonna make believe she was just because her skin was brown, or whatever have you, is the reasons why they would do it. So they was gonna be voting for her regardless. But these donations and the advertisement that was paid wasn't even given to our people. It's not like she was giving the money to black media, right? It wasn't like she was breaking off money to independents. It wasn't like she was doing any of that. The campaign, the Harris campaign, was giving the money to the big wigs, the whites, the white TV stations, the white advertisers, and all of that good old jazz. So not only did you waste money on the celebrities, the glows and all the other shit, not only did you waste that money, you also gave majority of the money to the white execs and things of that nature. And why does that matter? People might think, well, it's a campaign trail. You gotta promote. You need commercials. You need this, that, and the other. And yeah, you do. And that's fine. But it's the idea of where that money came from. How, when you look at the sorority ladies, our beautiful black sorority ladies that raised all that money, our black fraternity men, I'm pretty sure there was some men in fraternities that supported it. Our black men in general, our black women in general. But there was times where, we came out and found out that the sororities raised damn near 20, 30 million overnight type shit. And and these different sects of black people are raising all this money for Kamala Harris to ultimately not get none of it back. Like, to ultimately not see none of it. And what ultimately happens without us even really realizing it is an exchange of wealth. It's like gathering up all your money and giving it to somebody else and not seeing nothing in return. But as black people, American descendants of slaves, FBA, we up in the cash to the enemy. We gathering up all this money and we giving it to the enemy. And even if you don't want to say that Kamala is the enemy, if you don't want to say that CNN or the news is the enemy, you have to understand that the society that we live in is the enemy. The white supremacy that we live up under is the enemy. I believe that you can have a Walmart without white supremacy, right? I'm not acting like we can't live the way we live if we dismantle what we need to dismantle. It's just we can live a different way. We can live a different way. And to reel it back into the giving it up, I mean, there's rumors that the black people that were on the ground, the ones that were going door to door, the ones that were actively like out there doing the hard work to promote Kamala and the campaign, is rumors out there coming out that they were hard pressed to get any money. The Democrats and the shields that went out and helped, the Roland Martins and these people that you see on these podcasts, the women that they put out there, the black women that are moving up executively and being presented with the news and all that other shit. When it comes to these disgruntled individuals, the ones that we would call shills, that people follow and look up to, they're disgruntled because they didn't get shit. They didn't even get no money. They didn't even get broke off. Now, some of them did. There's rumors that, again, the Roland Martin dude got paid. There's rumors that I saw a video not too long ago where somebody pressed Oprah while she was walking to her car. And the comments I saw, everybody was concerned, why is Oprah walking around by herself? How is Oprah able to be found walking? Why is she driving herself? Like, we not talking about the fact that she said she didn't get no money from the Harris campaign, but now we're finding out that Harpo got paid. Harpo got paid. And who the fuck is Harpo? We know who Harpo is. Ain't nobody Harpo. If it ain't her, Harpo Introductions, Harpo Studios, all that shit. And she got paid millions is what we're finding out. So we're finding out all these people were getting paid. All of these people that got on YouTube and big up Kamala and talk shit about us, talk down on the black community, talk down on black men, created this new fucking black gender divide when it comes to Kamala or Trump or Kamala or the couch and all that other stuff. They were being paid to do it. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. And the ones that didn't get paid are disgruntled. They're mad. But they're not mad for us, they're mad for them. And what I'm mad about is the idea that 1.5 billion, and out of that 1.5 billion, hundreds and hundreds of millions came from the black community, and we didn't get nothing. First off, y'all lost the election, so like investment gone right out the window, because you give all that money to win the election. You lost. So regardless of what amount of money you gave, it was an L because you took the L. But just imagine what like, I've never seen a sorority or fraternity raise $30 million in one night to help niggas make businesses. Ladies talk about so much about, and I hear it from the women in our community, about how We're broken as black men, and the families and the black communities is all fucked up. But I've never seen a sorority or fraternity, shit, not even the one that I pledged to, fucking raise $30 million in one night for niggas to get businesses so that we can start making money, so that we can start protecting our women, so that we can get y'all bitches back and start being niggas and men the way we supposed to. Like nobody's putting those things together, but we can make 30 million over here, bring in 15 million, bring in all these hundreds of millions of dollars. And now we find out that it got transferred into the hands of majority wealthy white people that already got money. These white people that vote on laws, that vote on laws to fucking keep us where we at, that pass legislation, that move things around just when black people think they get a hold of some shit, it flip on us and change. Like, these are the people that we gathered up all of this money for and just let them give it to them. And we didn't see this. We don't see these things coming for us. We don't see these things happening right in front of our face. I don't know. We got to figure that. We need to figure that out. But that's the facts. $1.5 billion was raised. Not all of it came from us, but I'm sure hundreds of millions came from us, and we didn't get nothing. The people on the ground didn't get nothing. A lot of these fucking shills didn't get no money. And the ones that did is getting exposed. But yet we want to still show up to these conventions and dance with Glorilla and listen to Cardi B. All that weird shit that has nothing to do with the survivability of a race, of a people. And I don't know why we as a people don't act like we ain't in a position where we need to survive. These people are going to keep you alive only for the sake of you working for them. Only for the sake of you keeping the society up. They ain't keeping you alive to do nothing better for you. And yeah, that's the idea. That's why so many people was fed up. That's why so many black people voted for the couch. That's why so many black people didn't vote for Kamala. Because we seeing this. We seeing this, and yet again, that's what we got. Shit ton of money given to big up Europeans that don't give a fuck about us. So that's my little point of view for the day. And yeah, hopefully that shit won't happen next time, because more people need to know this. And when you think about the idea that we gathered up all that money, wrapped it up in a bowl, and walked it over to the enemy and gave it to them, and that's money you not getting back. They not investing that shit into the black community. So you can do the research, go and find out how much money we gathered up collectively as a black community, down to the fucking cent. And you can look at that price and chalk that up to the game, and you can see whatever that price is. Let's just say it's a cool 500. Let's just say out of the 1.5 billion, 500 million was raised by the black community. We are $500 million more wealth gap. That's how I see it. Because that's what it is. That's what happened. If you $13 in debt and you give away 10 and you don't get that shit back, now you $23 in debt. And the person you gave that 10 to is $10 up from wherever you was before you gave it to them. So, yeah, this is America. We gotta do better. We gotta look at this shit and see it for what it is, because, yeah.